Ever watch your cat knock over a glass, then act innocent like nothing happened? Or hide in the tiniest box possible? Welcome to the feline funhouse. Cats aren't broken. They are just incredibly creative little furballs. Today we'll uncover 14 reasons your cat might act strangely, explain the science behind it, and help you know which behaviors are funny and which need attention. Let's start with the first reason your cat might be acting weird. If you've noticed your cat has suddenly bolted under the bed, ears flat and tail puffed like a feather duster, chances are some expected noise set them off. A vacuum cleaner is just housework, but to your cat, it's sort of a monster. Thunderstorms, fireworks, and even a dropped spoon in the kitchen can trigger their fight or flight mode. Cats have extremely sharp hearing, much sharper than ours. So what feels like a minor sound to you can feel like an earthquake to them. It's their survival instinct kicking in, even if the only thing they're surviving is your blender. Cats are creatures of habit, and when their environment changes, their little feline brains go into danger mode. Move a chair, unpack new furniture, or heaven forbid, move to a new house, and suddenly your cat acts like you've dropped them on Mars. They may hide under the bed, refuse food, or even give you the silent treatment because to them, new smells, sounds, and sights equal chaos. Unlike dogs, cats don't bounce back instantly. They need time to map out every corner, sniff every object, and declare ownership by rubbing their face on it. The best thing you can do? Give them a safe zone, a familiar blanket, toys, or their favorite box. Have you noticed your cat doing something like this? Comment below. We'd love to hear your stories. Visitors can instantly flip your cat's world upside down. One moment they're lounging like royalty, the next moment they're bolting under the bed. When someone new walks into your home, your cat sees them as a potential invader who might pet them wrong or sit in their favorite chair. Cats are territorial creatures, and strangers throw off their sense of control. That's why you'll often see your cat vanish under the bed, puff up like a Halloween prop, or give your guests the slow, judgmental stare of doom. Some cats may even hiss, swat, or do the classic I don't exist act. It's survival mode, feline edition. Others might follow the stranger around, giving them the stink eye until they leave. The best approach? Give your cat space and let them decide what they want. The key here is patience. But wait until your cat spots an actual outsider neighbor's cat peeking in. Sometimes your cat acts weird because they've spotted another animal lurking around. It could be the neighbor's cat strutting by the window, a dog barking outside, or even a bird daring to land in their territory. Expect dramatic tail flicks, growling, or the classic puffed-up Halloween pose. They might even bolt behind the couch. This territorial instinct is completely normal. Cats are wired to defend their space, even if that outsider is just a squirrel. But sometimes it can be a sign of illness or pain. Cats are masters at hiding pain. In the wild, showing weakness could mean becoming someone else's dinner. So even in your cozy living room, they'll tough it out like furry little warriors. Instead of limping dramatically like a dog might, they'll get sneaky, maybe hiding more often, skipping meals, refusing playtime, or suddenly turning grumpy. If your sweet cuddle bag suddenly becomes a couch hermit or swats at you for touching a certain spot, it's worth a vet check. Better safe than sorry, because weird behavior can sometimes be your cat's version of an SOS signal. Stress and anxiety can turn even the chillest kitty into a furry ball of panic. Cats are creatures of habit, so when their routine flips, like you suddenly working late, moving furniture, or bringing in a new pet, they might start acting like the sky is falling. You'll notice hiding, over-grooming, random hissing, and even refusing food. A simple schedule change feels like their whole world just got shaken. The funny part? We call it just life, but to them, it's a full-blown cat crisis. The solution is simple. Stick to a predictable routine, keep their environment calm, and give them safe zones to retreat. Sometimes even background music helps. And if your cat is dramatic, don't take it personally. They're professional warriors in whiskers. If this is helping you decide your cat's quirks, give this video a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. Cat's weirdness sometimes comes from its biology on overdrive. Hormonal shifts can turn a sweet kitty into a dramatic diva overnight. For example, females in heat may yowl like opera singers at 2 a.m., roll around on the floor, and demand attention from every living thing. Males, on the other hand, might start spraying or pacing around the home. Older cats can also experience hormonal changes that make them more anxious, restless, or clingy. While you can't reason with hormones, spaying or neutering often reduces these wild swings. Cats may look like lazy fluffballs who nap 16 hours a day, but don't let that fool you. When they're awake, they need attention. A bored cat will basically zoom across the room at midnight, swatting at your ankles, or knocking your water glass onto the floor just to see your reaction. That chaos energy often comes from a lack of physical and mental stimulation. Cats are natural hunters, and when they don't get the chance to stalk, chase, and pounce, they'll invent their own games, usually ones you won't appreciate. Interactive toys, puzzle feeders, climbing trees, and daily play sessions are the best things for cats' boredom. Without them, you'll be getting random sprints and mysterious furniture sabotage. Another reason for weird behavior: hunger, or worse, food issues. The weirdest cat behavior comes down to something as simple as food. Food is one of the biggest reasons your cat might suddenly act, dramatically. In a cat's world, if dinner is late by even 5 minutes, they'll act like they've been abandoned on a desert island. Switching brands or flavors can also spark rebellion. Some cats even develop food sensitivities, which can lead to tummy trouble, refusal to eat, or just sulking in the corner with the saddest little face. And let's not forget portion control. Overfeeding can cause sluggishness, while underfeeding can turn your cat into a furry alarm clock at 3 a.m. Cats' weirdest behavior isn't always zoomies or wall staring. It's when your cat decides the litter box is no longer good enough. One day they're perfect little bathroom angels, and the next, surprise, your carpet is the new restroom. Generally, cats are picky about their toilets. A dirty litter box? Unacceptable. The wrong type of litter? Offensive. A box in a noisy corner? Absolutely not. If the conditions aren't for your cat, they'll protest in very creative ways. The solution: keep it clean, keep it quiet, and make sure it's in a safe, private space. And don't forget to share this video with fellow cat parents. They'll thank you when their cat stops acting weird. Moving on to the next point. Some cats act like total drama queens the second you step out the door. That's separation anxiety. Cats don't usually throw wild welcome home parties, but when they miss you, they get creative. You might come back to shredded curtains or a very angry loaf glaring at you from the couch. It's not spite, it's stress. Cats are creatures of habit, and your absence feels like their whole routine got flipped upside down. To help, leave interactive toys or even play calming music when you're gone. Sometimes a second pet can help, but only if your cat is the social type. In severe cases, a vet or behaviorist may be needed. Cats live by their own bizarre sleep schedules, and no, it's not laziness, it's biology. Cats are crepuscular, which means they're naturally wired to be the most active during dawn and dusk. That explains why you wake up at 5 a.m. to see a cat sprinting across your face and again find them bouncing off the walls at 9 p.m. On average, cats sleep 12 to 16 hours a day, with kittens and seniors clocking in even more. But they don't sleep in one long stretch like us. Instead, they nap in short, light cycles, always half ready to leap up if danger or a snack appears. That nap marathon is actually a survival trait from their wild ancestors. So when your cat suddenly snoozes on and off all day, it's nature's programming. Nothing wrong with your cat here. Some cats just don't ask for attention. They demand it with the drama. You know the routine: endless meowing at 3 a.m., knocking over your water glass, or even sprawling across your laptop. This behavior is communication. Cats learn quickly what gets your eyes on them, whether it's pawing your face during a Zoom call or sitting in the middle of the kitchen counter. Most of the time, they're craving stimulation, food, or simply your company. If you give in every single time, congratulations, you've just trained yourself. If you can't manage all this all the time, reward them for positive behavior and make playtime structured. Otherwise, your cat will keep acting like a tiny drama queen ruling the household. Sometimes the truth is simple. Your cat isn't broken, sick, or scared. They're just being a cat. Cats have a long history of quirky behaviors rooted in survival instincts. That sudden sprint down the hallway at midnight, it's a leftover hunting reflex. That random stare into the corner, Their ultra-sensitive hearing or vision probably picked up something you didn't like, the faint buzz of a bug or the creak of the house. And when they knock your water glass off the table, that's just curiosity. Cats are natural explorers, testers of gravity, and part-time comedians. Their weirdness is often just them expressing instincts in a human world that doesn't always make sense to them. So instead of worrying, sometimes it's best to laugh, film it, and embrace the mystery of the feline mind. Now that we have seen all sorts of weird actions our cats tend to do, the question is how to calm your cat in such situations. Calming a cat feels like negotiating with a tiny dictator who demands peace on their own terms. But don't worry, there are science-backed and cat-approved ways to help. First, give them safe hiding spots. A cardboard box or a cozy blanket fort instantly becomes their personal panic room. And some calming background music. Yes, there are even playlists made for cats. Sticking to a routine is also powerful. Mealtime and playtime at consistent hours make your cat feel secure. For confidence building, provide vertical climbing spaces, cat trees, window shelves, or even the top of your fridge. Noise is a big trigger, so keep it down when you can, and balance it with interactive play sessions to drain extra energy. Don't forget the litter box. Cleanliness is happiness. If they're stressed, give them space. And if the weirdness continues, a vet visit is always the safest bet. Because a calm cat means a calm home and a calmer human. If this video helped you decode your cat, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and tell us in the comments about your cat's funniest quirks. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.